Hi, I'm Himanjali. Now one day, time disappeared from the world and the only time-telling device left was a dog called Russo. So my book, The Stupendous Timetelling Superdog, is about Russo, this wonderful dog, and how he sort of saves the world from timelessness.
Russo, an insane, wonderful and handsome dog, lived with two little girls, Kavya and Anya, and their mother, Mrs. Ghosh. Russo enjoyed being the only man in the house. He barked at the girls when they made too much noise. He was the first to reach the door when anyone knocked, and he welcomed every visitor with a hug. That is, he put his paws on their shoulders and pushed them against the wall. Some people did not enjoy this, which the Ghosh family thought was a little mean-minded of them. "Very badly behaved dog," their neighbor, Mrs. Sate, whispered to her friend, Mrs. Ali, in the park, nodding in Russo's direction. Kavya and Anya were playing on the monkey bars while Russo was dashing around chasing birds. "He jumped at my son yesterday when he was playing, and poor Rahul got so scared he started crying. But that girl Kavya, she said, 'He was only trying to play with you, Rahul.'" The girls did have to spend a lot of time trying to explain Russo's behavior to other children. As Mrs. Sate and Mrs. Ali were sitting on the bench and whispering about Russo, Anya was fighting with a girl in a pink dress who had called Russo stupid and mad. "Not stupider than you," said Anya, "and he may be a little mad, but he's also very clever, you know. He can tell the time even though he is only a dog." This was true. There was one very strange and clever thing Russo could do. He had one superpower. He could tell the time. Every afternoon, when the girls returned from school, Russo greeted them with great enthusiasm and slobbering leaps. But Kavya knew how to calm him down. "What is the time, Russo?" she would ask quickly. And Russo would start telling the time in his special way. Suppose it was 3:15. He would emit 3 short, smart barks with his tail held high. Then he would sit with his right paw in the air for 5 seconds and thump his tail on the ground 3 times to denote 3 sets of 5, that is 15. "Good dog, thank you so much." Kavya would pat his head. Russo would jump up again in delight, grinning foolishly with his tongue hanging out. And if the time was something like 3:17, he would sit with his left paw in the air for 5 seconds after having shown 3:15, and then he would bark 2 times to tell you to add 2 more minutes to the 15, making it 3:17. Mathematically, Russo's style of telling the time could be called the tally method. But Russo, of course, had no name for it. He just knew how to do it without knowing how he knew. It might sound complicated, but it was easy really once you got used to it, and the Ghosh family hardly ever looked at clocks or watches when Russo was around. And Russo loved to tell the time. It made him proud and happy. Kavya and Anya made Russo perform this little trick many times to neighbors and friends who thought the Ghoshes were ditzy. Some of them did grudgingly admit that it worked. Somehow, this bizarre method of telling time was strangely accurate. "Perhaps he swallowed a clock, like the crocodile that followed Captain Hook," Anya said to a disbelieving 12-year-old boy called Chetan who lived in their colony. Kavya could see that the boy was not convinced and added in a spooky voice, "He was born as the clock struck 12 on a full moon night in the Kalahari desert." This was completely untrue, and the boy knew it. "Your mom told my dad that you got him from a friend in Karolbagh?" Kavya, who did not know much about geography, said, "Yes, Karolbagh in the Kalahari desert," which made the boy hoot with laughter, while Kavya went red with mortification. Anyway, apart from this extraordinary trait, Russo was an ordinary dog in an ordinary family. Until the day that the orange marmalades from the black hole of time attacked time itself.